Blog Talk Radio.
I'm your host, Davida Shinsky, and this is Live Without Limits, and we're coming to you today from Blog Talk Radio, and the topic of discussion is make your content sing and reap the rewards. Either write something worth reading or do something worth writing, said Benjamin Franklin. Today, everything is marketing online, and to market online, one of the best ways to do this is through content. Remember the good old days of making money online? It used to be that if you wanted to make money on the internet, you could create web pages that were simply links and ads, and if you knew enough about search engine optimization, you'd make money. However, if you're like me, you really hated it when you found these pages and immediately hit the back button to find a new page. After a while, popular search engines wise up and created programs to find and weed out these sorts of sales. After that, content that makes a difference became more and more important. One of the things you find is most platforms today, like Utango or Wealthy Affiliate or Builderall or any of the platforms, they all have where you can blog and create content for your website. One of the best ones is WordPress, simply because a lot of these websites use the WordPress platform to set up and sell services and teach you how to create content on the internet. What great content tells your website visitors? Great content is not only important to get to the top of the internet searches, it's also important to make you money once people get to your website. If visitors show up and find bad or no content, they'll probably be like me and you and just leave before they can click on links or buy any products. They figure if your website isn't high quality, neither is anything that they can find there. Worthy content helps them stick around longer and build faith in the quality of your site. Quality content is also important for getting links to your site. You can submit your content to article archives. People then use your content, which includes a link to your site. This raises your search engine rankings. Quality content also gets people talking about you, whether it's on blogs, in the blocks, or in the books and programs, or their own website. For many years, I used to write my content on ezinearticles.com and always would put a link to my website. The more links that you put to different pages on your website, the better your ranking on Google. And remember this, using keywords and researching keywords to know the importance of their ranking. And when you use keywords, the amount of keywords that you use that link back to your website also help increase your ranking. What is content and what is great content? So, just what is quality content? Quality content should be written specifically for your target audience. If your customers are newcomers to the internet, you don't want to use technical jargon that they won't understand. Just like if you are marketing and seasoned business people, you want to use more specific terms and ideas that they view you as reliable and credible source of advice, ideas, and information. It may seem obvious, but quality content should always be written. This does not mean formal. Keep your content controversial or conversational, but do it right. The purpose of putting content on your website or posting blogs is to let people know that you're an authority in your field and that you know how to help them, what their pain points are, how you come up with a solution to a problem, how you've helped other people, and the benefits that they've had and the changes that they made. All of these help create the prospect from becoming a prospect into a customer, because the more that he sees you and recognizes you as a authority on a topic, then he would be more willing to buy your ebooks, your e-courses, or anything else that you created. Can you buy great content? You may be able to get a good price on content from various sites, but that doesn't mean that the product is worth it. Many people offer content that is great for search engines with high keyword use, but if it's not readable, people aren't going to stick around your website very long, and you're probably not going to make much money from it. Plus, you're probably not going to be able to get anyone else to post your content and link back to you. Many internet marketers focus on keyword density when looking for content. They require a certain quantity of the words to be search engine keywords or phrases. While this can work, the problem is that when you try to use specific keywords so many times, it becomes repetitive and lowers the quality of the writing. Really good content writers can deliver articles that use the words enough just by writing an article on a specific topic. If you have quality writers, you don't need to worry about how often a keyword is used. Here's something to think about. If you don't like writing articles and yet content marketing is the best way to market on the internet, then either contract it out through iWriter, where you pay by the amount of words they write, or you can go on to Fiverr and you can pay someone $5 to write, or whatever they charge, to write content for you for your website. This is becoming an industry in its own. When I first started podcasting 11 years ago, the industry was in its infancy. Today, the industry has grown so much that it's become a career in its own. So just realize what you're doing and how you're doing it, and how the best way is to build and market your business and do it in a way that it gives you the credibility that you need to build and expand. Do you need original content on your website? It helps you if your content is original. There are hundreds of services out there that will give you great content to post on your website for free, as long as you don't change it. This is great for them because it generally contains a link back to their site and boosts their search engine rankings. It helps you out because it gives you content. However, if the content is all over the internet, it's not going to do you much good in getting yourself high on the search engine list. So, if you're looking for a way to create awesome original content and create it fast, look no further. You want content that is original, because whenever content gets posted on the internet and people put in keywords, you want your articles to come up. You do not want to see other people's articles or links to other sites, because that decreases your ranking. When you're getting started, it's really great. Remember this. You are looking for a way to create content that's original to you and your site. My program, Content Profit Machine, will give you everything you need to do just that. I know some days you just stare at a blank screen. Some days it feels like trying to string up a few words together is harder than drawing blood from a turnip. Look, it's frustrating to waste so much time, and it's embarrassing when you don't put out your best work. Now, here's the good news. You can kiss those frustrations goodbye forever. Starting today, what I put together in this program are the same tips, tricks, templates, and tools most of the Internet's top marketers, writers, and business owners use. Every day, you create high-quality content that makes an impact and gets results and generates results. And you can use the same tools to create great content faster than ever. So think about it. You are looking for ways to create content. Why? Because content marketing is the best way to create and build yourself as the authority on the subject. This is something that few people understand. And a lot of times, that's why more than anything, there are things that you can do if you understand how to put it all together. So, we want to talk about content and how you can make yourself known as the king or queen of content. So, think about this. When you are putting together a product or service, you want to know something. Okay, so we've been talking about the content profit machine. And let's discuss what this does. Is if you could easily and quickly write articles, blog posts, solo mailings, and even sales letters by simply filling in the blanks. Refer to hundreds of ideas, starters, virtually limit things, and we don't always realize the importance of creating content and how you can create something that really, really takes your business to the next level. So what I want to do in the last 15 minutes is kind of discuss how you can use the content profit machine. Why? Because not everyone is a good writer, but you really need to understand how to write the best possible content for your website. You want people to stay on your website. The longer they stay on your website, the more chance you have to make sales. So imagine for a moment if you took your car to an auto mechanic for a simple oil change, and he told you it would take a full day to complete the simple task. You look around the garage, and there's not another customer in sight. Surely a 20-minute job shouldn't take all day if you're the only customer. And that's when you notice something else. The garage is completely empty. There's not a single tool around, not even a screwdriver or a pair of pliers, no funnels, and certainly there are no power tools or computer diagnostics. You turn back to the mechanic and you look at him quizzically with a crooked eyebrow. No tools, you ask? No, you don't. He shakes his head. No, you don't need them. But wouldn't it be easier with tools, you ask? Maybe, but at the end of the day, the job is done just the same, he says. I'm pretty sure if you ran into a mechanic without tools, you'd probably laugh and take your business elsewhere. You'd have to shake your head at anyone who took all day to do a 20-minute job simply because they were too stubborn to use a few tools, not to mention the right tools. But you and I both know this is such a completely ridiculous example. It would never happen in real life. You never find a mechanic working without tools. And likewise, you'd never find a plumber, carpenter, or even a janitor working without the right tools to make the job easier and faster. Yet, take a look around and you'll see plenty of other professionals working without the right tools. Maybe even you, because if you do any type of writing, from blog articles to newsletters to social media posts to sales letters and emails without the right tools, then you're going to find yourself taking all day to do a 20-minute writing job. Worse yet, the end results may not even be good enough as you hoped. I'm sure you know exactly what I'm talking about. Some days you just stare at a blank screen. Some days it feels like trying to string a few words together. It is harder than drawing blood from a turnip. It's frustrating to waste so much time, and it's embarrassing when you don't put out your best work. These are the same tips, tricks, templates, and tools most of the internet top marketers, writers, and business owners use every day to create high-quality content that makes an impact, gets results, and generates profits. And now you can use these same tools to create great content faster than ever. Now, why are we talking about content? Because content marketing is one of the best ways to sell on the internet. So think about all of the things that you truly need to do and how you can expand on all of this and how you as an individual can take and market what you need to market on the internet. Content marketing is one of the best ways to grow your business. So wait until you understand how to use what it is that makes your content great. So, what have we been talking about? What makes great content and why you're using content marketing for your business. For one thing, you want to become known as an authority on a subject. And the best way to do that is through your content. Think about it. I often get content through Medium Digest, and I often get it through Early to Rise. And much of that content is what gives me my ideas on topics to use for my show and what makes my show interesting. So where do you want to be and how are you going to expand and grow your business in the future? For so many people, they don't always think about how to utilize and build the best marketing tools possible. So when you are looking for ways to grow your business, to expand your business, how can you in essence make it all work for you? How can you put yourself into that position of being the best content writer possible? It's important to understand this because when you're writing content, you want to grow and expand what it is that you are doing today. Where would you be? So, and let's quickly go over some final ideas on some of these things. What if every sentence you write could almost effortlessly and magically appear from your computer? What if you could easily and quickly write articles, blog posts, solo mailings, even sales letters by simply filling in blanks? For people who don't know how to write, and this is a great tool to get started with, where would you be if you had the opportunity to create something that would help you expand and build your business? And because remember, what have we been talking about? Original content. And original content is something that you want people to know what it is that you're great at and how you've helped other people solve their problems and how you can help them just like you've helped others. This comes by writing great content and being aware of the importance of keywords, because if you want it to show up on Google Analytics, they look for keywords in articles. And those keywords are what is going to get you the rewards that you want. And those rewards are for people to purchase your products. Have you ever thought about some of the articles that you've read and the kind of information that you've gained from them? How have you learned, and how has that benefited you? Now, think about it. When you want someone to purchase from you and you want to stand out in the crowd, you need to create something that will give you the opportunity to build the best possible content that's out there. And even if you don't take a writing course, if you have good skills as a copywriter and you know what to write, and one of the things that I found is whenever I write content on an article and I use certain keywords, I often know what it is that I want to say because it's something that I've talked about many, many times. And it's my story. It's my elevator speech, that understanding all of these things, how to put them all together, that when you have a website, whether your blogs are directly on your website or whether they're links to your website, but they give you the content that you need to generate and make your prospects become your customers. Because that's the key word, making them purchase from you and having them to keep coming back to your website on a daily basis. This is why many newsletters that are sent out by marketers often have links to their website. And I've noticed that what many of them will do is they will give you a description, and if you want to actually read the website, read the article, you have to go to the website. And remember, you can go to my website, and that website is the #1 personalcareercoach.com, and you can sign up for both individual and group coaching, and we can work with you to help you put together and build your business.